Hi Tarot friends, it's Jade here with Tarot Your Truth, and I am back with my next installment in my Walking Through the Tarot series, where I walk through the cards, starting with the RWS. This is the Radiant Wise Spirit, and then I go through, I'll put beside it several other cards of the same card from several different decks. And I'll read through some of the meanings just to help us see what, or help me anyways, see what some of the nuances are in the different cards. It's not for the purposes of memorizing the meanings. It's more just for me to be able to see what what the different nuances are or can be, to give my intuition a jumping off point. If this helps you as well, then that's awesome. Please do comment down below. I love to hear people's thoughts and on the different cards and their experiences. Sorry, apparently I'm having trouble speaking today. So without further ado, let's start. So let's see what the Rider-Waite-Smith typical meaning is for the Hanged Man, which is what we're talking about today. This is card 12, which is the 13th card in the deck. And let's see here. All right, so I am releasing. Sacrifice for the sake of others. His one leg is free, and he could probably free himself, but he is doing this willingly. Surrender is an act of will. Hanged Man is about potential rather than kinetic energy. It's healing, becoming prepared to act, observing. This is the stillness of someone collecting their resources and getting ready to act. When this card comes up, it's about release, letting go of all perceived control of your life and allowing the lessons to be absorbed. It's a time for learning, as soon you'll have to let yourself down and face the new realities. So if you're stuck on what to do or where to go, just sit down, stop, rest, confirm that the decision that you're going to make is a good one, and move forward. On the reverse side or negative side, no pain, no gain. Take responsibilities for yourself and for your life. All right, another one says, one who has found equilibrium through his own concept of reality. Spirituality, intuition, and self-sacrifice are implied. On the shadow side, one bound by convention, faithless. All right. On the left-hand side, you'll see the card from the Fountain Tarot. The Wild Unknown. Crystal Visions. Mystic Mondays. Dark Mansion. Pagan Otherworlds. The Crow Tarot. Let's see what the Crow Tarot says. Delay, letting go, waiting to decide. The element is water. It's in the surrender and the silence that he'll find his answers that he needs to help move a project or desire forward. This card asks you to put the situation or plan on pause so that you can look at it from a different angle. There may be a vital element that you're missing, and the result may be a longer delay. Get away, mentally and physically, from the situation so that you can recharge your energy and approach the issue with a renewed vitality. This card may also represent a project put on hold, so you can recharge your energy and approach the issue with renewed vitality. The card may also... Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Let's start that again. Get away mentally and physically from the situation so that you can recharge your energy and approach the issue with a renewed vitality. This card may also represent a project put on hold due to an external force out of your control. You have no choice but to wait patiently. On the shadow side, puts in too much effort compared to the success he's seeing. It may also point to a person who has lost faith in his or her idea and is ready to give up without doing the necessary spiritual work that would help in finding a solution. The mystical manga, Nicoletta Ciccoli. Let's see what she says. Where are you? Suspend your disbelief and surrender to a new way of looking at things. Expand the limits of your consciousness. A different point of view, an open mind. Shadowscapes. The Spiral Tarot. The Joie de Vivre. The Teramuha. Let's see what the Teramuha says. Hanging upside down, he's amazed by beatific, I don't know how you pronounce that word, beatific visions. Radiance streams from his mind as he perceives from this new perspective things he never imagined before. Spiritual and prophetic messages rush into his open mind, taking him both deeper and higher than his mundane existence could ever know. Only when all control is handed over to the universal will can this kind of enlightenment be achieved. A new perspective, expanded consciousness, altered states of being, the open mind. Hidden realms. Let's take these out of the way. The Hanged Man from the Deviant Moon. Let's just see what this one says. I've not read any descriptions from the Deviant Moon just yet. A citizen hangs suspended in limbo. He is apathetic and feels no urgent need to alter his situation. Time around him does not stand still, however. He must free himself, or his life will pass him by. It's quite interesting with the little watch there. The upright meanings, letting time pass you by, indecision, opportunities missed. And the reverse meanings, wasting time, lack of progress, feeling stalled in life. So those are quite interesting. Again, slightly nuanced from the RWS meanings. It's the Rackham Tarot, the Game of Thrones. Let's read that one real quick. If I have it with me. Okay. Time, suspension, waiting, transition, protection, reveal, reversals, sacrifice. 12 reduces to 3, the number of creation. The Hangman reveals waiting for a decision or change in circumstances, but also invites you to take a different view of the situation, as you could find an ingenious solution. A sacrifice may be needed to break the stasis and forge ahead. Whatever your indecision, you can move forward enlightened. Prophecy, dreams. On the flip side, rethink an objective, as it may be unrealistic. A broader interpretation is wasting your time. You may need to walk away rather than wait much longer for a decision to be made. The Dame Darcy, the Emerging Toronto Artist, the Muse Tarot, Aquarian Tarot, Revelations, right side up, and upside down. The Housewives Tarot, Zombie Tarot, The art history for past lives, which is Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc's death. Let's move that out of the way. Tarot de la Nuit. Just for fun, Spirit of Halloween is an imp. The Santa Muerte. The Mythic Tarot. Oh, okay, and then before we go to that one, the last RWS base would be the Next World Tarot Suspension, and I have that upside down. There you go. All right. Now we can go to the Sopraffino Ancient Italian. And let's see. Here's the Tarot of the Master. Here is the Marseilles Classico. The Tattoo Tarot. The Marshmallow Marseille. The Tarot Classic, and let's see what Mr. Kaplan has to say about the Hanged Man. Okay, life in suspension, transition, change, reversal of the mind and one's way of life. In a passive sense, apathy and dullness, boredom, abandonment, renunciation, the changing of life's forces, the period of respite between significant events, sacrifice, repentance, readjustments. Efforts may have to be undertaken to succeed towards a goal which still may not be reached. Regeneration, improvement, rebirth, the approach of new life forces. This is the time to condition oneself towards new experiences. Surrender, lack of progress, a pause in one's life. Outside factors having a strong influence. You may sacrifice yourself too much. Your sacrifices may go unappreciated. In the reverse, this means lack of sacrifice, unwillingness to make the necessary effort, failure to give of oneself, preoccupation with the ego, false prophecy, useless sacrifice. Okay, and finally we have the one JJ Swiss, and let's just see what that one says. That tends to be a very short description, which is sacrifice, surrender, abandonment, renunciation, transition. And with that, my friends, we have come to the end of the Hanged Man episode. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you did, please do hit that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video does come up. And I would love to hear, again, as usual, I would love to hear your interpretations of this card, whether it's intuitive or book learning, and how it's come up for you in readings. Yeah, please join the conversation, leave some comments down below, and let's chat and learn together. Anyway, until next time, my friends, tell your truth.